What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, back at it again on this lovely Wednesday, enjoying life today. There is stuff happening. But before, that was so dramatic. Before I get into the show, this show is sponsored by, I can never get this hang on right. It's such an epic fail. But now it's on. Market Cypher. The show is sponsored by Market Cypher. Use the link in the live chat and the code MissTeenCrypto for 20% off. Again, you guys have been giving me great feedback. If you guys actually picked up Market Cypher, make sure to let me know in the chat. And also check out Bybit, our other zesty, amazing sponsor. Bybit Exchange. You could earn amazing bonuses with this link in the live chat and in the description. Thank you guys again for coming. We are getting after it today. There is so much going on in crypto, in the banks. The banks are imploding, I say. So I want to say hi to the chat first. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, if you guys are ready to get down to the nitty gritties, smash these likes, share the stream out with friends, and subscribe. Comment in the chats. Let me know that you're here. Again, we always have a goal. And I know we just started, but we always have a goal of 100 live viewers and 100 likes on the stream. And I know we can do it because we're very zesty individuals. So again, make sure you smash these likes, share the stream out with friends, subscribe, and comment in the chat and let us know that you are here. We got Retro Mike in the chat. He wants some MTC merch. Please enter that poll in the live chat. Should I put out MTC merch? I've been thinking about it. I put up a tweet this morning with a hat on, and a lot of people were saying like they kind of want a merch. So, Kenny-O. What's up, Kenny-O, over on TikTok today? Randy, we got Colin, John Germain. He literally, just before I came on here, I peeked at Telegram, John, and I saw your picture of In-N-Out. I'm FOMOing so hard over In-N-Out. Have you gone in there? Can you tell me if you like the t-shirts this year? Bulldog, what's up? Welcome to the show. Nice to see you as always. Crypto Dream, yo, what's up? Ransel saying be your own bank. Absolutely, BYOB. That's what we're here for. Ken's Log, nice to see you. Destroyer 1911, what's up? Nice to see you as well. Optic Random, nice to see you. And Red Rum. Optic Red Rum, my bad. And Orlando, nice to see you. All right, friends, there's a lot going on. Again, the banks are literally imploding. There is drama every which way we look. All the twists and turns of the TradFi system. Again, it is scary, I know. But that's why we're here. We're going to talk about it. That's also why we are in Bitcoin. We are in cryptocurrency. So we are not in these crazy positions of waiting outside of these banks, waiting to get our funds. Now, the biggest banks are starting to have issues. Before we get into the drama, as always, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to go into the market recap. If you guys are ready for that, make sure you drop your Bitcoin emoji in the chat if you are a zesty member of the channel. All right, let's get after it. We are going into our market recap. Let's pull this up. Yesterday, we were throwing a little bit of a party because Bitcoin had a really nice run up. We had a wick all the way up to $26,529 about. We did slip below that, right below our little range here. The top of our range was 24,888. Slipped below there. We closed the day at $24,775 about, and now we're sitting just below that. Bitcoin is currently $24,440, down 1.5% right now. If you take a look at Market Cypher, you saw that the VWAP popped right through, which was when the pump occurred. But we also saw a conflicting, element here, where the money flow was actually slipping. We saw some money flow going into the red here, so not as much money, according to Market Cypher, was coming into the markets, although we have some momentum building up here. So if anything, this could be, again, a really big anchor wave, and we could have some trigger waves after that to correspond to maybe a hopeful pump in the markets. However, we have, again, Bitcoin, a little bit of volatility here, but can't say too much about it. You know, we had a really nice run up. It was just 3-4 days of just running all the way up from just above 20K to literally 26 and dropping below that to 24/7 about closing yesterday. So I can't complain about Bitcoin. Again, consolidation is good. A retrace is considered healthy, right? Number can't always go up. That's just not realistic, friends. It's not realistic for number to always go up. So we had the bottom of our range. We were kind of dipping to where our FTX recovery was. As you can see, this is where the FTX drama kind of ensued. We took that dip down, and I kind of drew a little line because I was trying to measure it out myself, how everything kind of played out. If you literally shut your phone off, right, if you didn't look at your balance from when FTX collapsed, if you didn't even look and you were like, oh, Bitcoin's around $20,900, 21K Bitcoin, and you shut off your phone in November and said, I am not looking at my balance, I'm not looking at my portfolio, and you look today, you would be so happy and you wouldn't even know any of this drama happened. That's kind of the point I like to make about, just hodling, dollar cost averaging, because a lot of this stuff in between is noise, right? If you have a long-term objective with Bitcoin and you're planning on holding this for a long run, you put your phone away. If you were in June, we were kind of around these levels, 26K levels again, or 24K levels around June as well. Mid-June. If you shut off your phone since June, you wouldn't have known this huge dip happened with Bitcoin. You would open up your phone again and say, oh, Bitcoin's basically the same as it was then. So it's something you do have to consider again when you're looking at Bitcoin. The short term, again, it is scary. All of this is scary. This is scary. But if you literally hodl, you wouldn't have even known that happened if you just shut your phone off. Not saying that you should not look at your portfolio, but if you're someone that's not in the markets all the time, you're not looking at the charts all the time like us crazy nerds, then you would not be disappointed in Bitcoin if you didn't look at it since June. And just a little perspective for us. So that way, so a lot of people aren't scared of what's going on now. We have a little bit of volume in the markets here. The bears and the bulls seems to be having a little bit of a tiff here, but the bulls are coming in with a nice amount of volume, which I like to see. But again, we had a really nice run up. 3 days, we went up quite a few grand with Bitcoin. So retraces are healthy. I'm not too mad at what's going on right now. However, there is a lot of drama going on with the banking system. The whole macroeconomic scene of the world is very questionable at the moment. So again, we're going to head over to Ethereum. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the chat. Again, as you guys are watching, please make sure you smash these likes, share the stream out with friends, and say hello in the chat. We have Ethereum today at $1,633 exactly just now, down 4.15% at the moment. Ethereum had a little bit of volatility, but not too much if you really want to, get down to the nitty-gritty of it all. Not as much swinging going with Ethereum as much as Litecoin and Bitcoin, perhaps. But even with Ethereum, you had the VWAP pop right through, and that's when that happens. That's when Ethereum really popped off in price. But you see the VWAP is actually starting to this little yellow wave is actually starting to come back down towards the zero line, which is interesting. So we're going to see what happens there. But we do have some momentum building up, according to Market Cypher. Money flow is coming into the red a little bit. You saw down here the money flow is kind of going back and forth between green, red. As always, we like to see money flowing into the markets. And I'm sure a lot of people are flowing into the markets, just like, there was some volume on Bitcoin and in Ethereum, because a lot of people are questioning where to put their money. A lot of people don't consider their banks a safe haven anymore. They want to flow into the crypto markets. So that's what, in my opinion, I think is happening. But again, Market Cypher is showing us that there's not a crazy amount of money coming through. I think people are unsure. People don't know really what to do at the moment. They don't know if they should make a move, if they should stay steady, try to hold their fiat. Again, a lot of people are worried. There's a lot of questions as to what is safe anymore. What should we be looking at? What should we be watching? Where is the safest place, again, to store our funds? Speaking of sound money, we have Litecoin. Litecoin is $77.11 right now, down 8.5%. Litecoin has been taking these crazy swings. As you can see, we had some drama ensuing with Litecoin. When Bitcoin originally took that dip, Litecoin was at, on Friday, the March 3rd, Litecoin was at $90. We slipped below there took a dippity-doo closing. The lowest close was around $69. We did have a wick low of about 65. We tried to rebound here with Litecoin, just kind of like Bitcoin did, a little bit of a V-shape going on here. Same thing with Ethereum. But Litecoin, again, tried to do the same thing, tried to have this bounce up. I was personally hoping to see $90 again, because I feel like that is a little bit of a psychological level. $100 is more of the psychological level, but $90 I still feel is a big deal. Couldn't make it back there. We had a wick that flew up to $88. I was watching this happen, friends. I was like, oh my gosh, maybe we're getting back to $90 Litecoin. But we did slip, unfortunately, with the rest of the market. Really, Litecoin is still sitting, again, at $77.18. You could see, though, there is some volume coming in. There's a tiff here, the bears, the bulls. I think people are confuzzled, guys. I think people are confuzzled. They don't know where to put their money. They don't know what the right move to make is. Oh, no, I drew by accident. Market cipher. Not as much crazy momentum being built up for Litecoin. We do have the wave kind of coming close to the zero line and closing out. So we're going to see how that turns out, as with the other ones as well. Bitcoin and Ethereum, sorry. We did see the VWAP popped right through the zero line, and that's when a real pimp ensued for Litecoin. Unfortunately, we had a spike up, and the VWAP is actually coming down this little yellow wave. So I don't know if that heads towards the zero line. Is there a dip coming? Who knows? Again, I'm not giving any financial advice. No analysis or price to look at I'm doing here should be considered financial advice. Always do your own research. I'm just talking about the price action, not what could happen. Okay. So again, Litecoin. Oh, man. I want $90 Litecoin. I want $100 Litecoin. That is your market recap for today. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. If you have things to say, then say them. This is America. Free speech. And especially in crypto, we represent the free speeches. King Alexander is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else got here? Mike DiCaprio. Hi, Miss Teen from Swansea, Wales, UK. Thanks. Welcome. Nice to see you. MK, hola. Nice to see you as well. We got Nifty Guy in the chat. We love Nifty Guy. We got Julio, hola. Nice to see you. Daddy-O, nice to see you. Fiat, thumbs down. I agree. But if you want to throw a thumbs up somewhere, it could definitely be this video. We got Web3, again, Web3 me, like LTC equals legacy coin. It is a legacy coin, but I think its use case is still not old. I think it's still very relevant. We still need sound money. We still need, again, something that's finite in supply, where, you have to have like a digital gold and a digital silver. And, I think Litecoin and Bitcoin kind of double as that digital gold, digital silver, while also being a currency that, again, is yours. You own it and is free from the traditional financial system. And I don't think that use case will ever get old. Meninja, nice to see you. John Legend, trying to say hi, but got bombarded between NFT sales and work. No problem, fam. You're all good. We got Miguel Olatiusu, Network Bits Crypto, GM, Network Bits. Retro Mike is already starting beef with you. With that poll in the chat, Network Bits, he was saying he wanted a hoodie that said Retro Mike Crypto over Network Bits. So that was a little spicy, if you ask me. We got E&E Vinny, Black Lodge. Welcome to the show. We got the Boo Man. Wow. Got you, Boo Man. Melbro, nice to see you. Hello from India. Well, hello from New York. It's nice to see you over there. I love this. This is like a very nice global community. I totally vibe with that. That's what I love about Bitcoin, is that as long, again, as you have that internet connection, anyone, anywhere in the world can participate in this ecosystem. It's absolutely beautiful. Destroyer 1911, should I be buying Litecoin? Listen, man, I will never tell you what to buy. I will never tell you to buy Bitcoin. I will never tell you to sell Bitcoin. I will never tell you what to do with your money. However, I am a fan of Litecoin. When I hand out cards to individuals on the streets and whatnot, I always tell people to look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and ETH, because I do think that, they're like a nice core 3 to get started in crypto and really understand what's going on. And I also have had, Charlie Lee on the show as well a few times. If you want to like hear about his background, why Litecoin, and all that lovely stuff. And I also have like a 60-second video on what is Litecoin as well on the channel. If you just want to like look into it, do your own research as always. But yeah. Triple Nickel Technologies. Hello from North Dakota. Well, hello. Nice to see you. Wow, we got everyone in here. All right. Miguel, imagine you shouting out people that listen, I'll shout out as long as I can shout out. I like talking to you guys. I like talking to the community. You know, like I rather talk to you guys in between like what I'm doing, because again, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here, one. And two, I think, you know, as I like your opinions. I like having conversation. I think obviously your opinions count as well, and might as well share them and show gratefulness for you guys being here, which I am grateful for you guys being here. Jimmy, what's up? Oh, wait, you said we know this is the real Miss Teen Crypto. Yes, this is the real me. I know in Crypto Faces chat, everyone was like, oh, is this an imposter? Crypto Faces DMing me, and he's like, imposter check, imposter check. But no, it's really me. Hello, nice to see you. We also have Gavin in the chat. Nice to see you. Hello to you as well. LU Card, what's up as well? He's a fan of the merch. Make sure you guys, again, enter that poll. We have a goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We got 40, I think 44, more than that. I don't know if YouTube's tricking me. Live viewers. Let's again smash these likes. Share the stream out with friends. We could do it. We can do it. We have banks imploding. Banks are struggling. The biggest banks in the world are struggling to keep their doors open. Bank stocks crashing, halting multiple times as the panic spreads. People are worried. What do I do with my money? People are waiting outside in lounge chairs outside of banks, waiting to get their money out. For what? To hold it under your mattress? That's not safe either. This is why we're in Bitcoin, friends, because we want to be able to be our own bank and not have to worry about bank runs, not having to worry about standing outside of the banks waiting to get your cash. That's not the way. That is the old system. We want to enter the new system of instant payments, the pursuit of property, all of it. This is a full list of bank shares that halted as trading spreads. This was like 20 plus banking stocks that crashed yesterday. Absolutely wild to me. Some of the highest and well-known banks were hit with volatility, causing a trading pause. And again, this is not a free market. If you are in the stock market, man, if you are in the stock market and you're trading halts on a stock, how is that like helpful? Again, people are waiting outside banks. I thought you guys would enjoy this. And I agree with Scott. Who did this and how can I hang with them? Someone went outside Silicon Valley Bank and put a budget truck that has a picture of Jerome Powell with the little sign that says buy Bitcoin, and it says be your own bank. This is exactly why we're here. To be our own bank. We don't need permission. We don't need to rely on anybody else but ourselves. This is absolutely amazing. Whoever did this is a dang genius. A genius, a genius, a genius. So shout out to whoever put out this Bitcoin truck outside of Silicon Valley Bank. I thought you guys would get a kick out of that one. There is a huge bank. The biggest banks in the world are struggling right now. Let's make that clear. The biggest banks in the world are struggling. We got Credit Suisse in serious trouble, trading at record lows, and people are worried about that becoming a bank run. People are worried that if this bank goes down, what this will cause. Here's a clip from Susan Lee. She was on Fox Business and she was talking about this bank. And I think she pretty much said everything very nicely. So, and she's very much more articulate than me. So we're going to put her on for a moment because, again, I really enjoyed what she was saying. Okay. Let's move this down here. What's the best spot for this? This is good. I don't want to block her face. All right, there we go.
Credit Suisse taking down the other big banks. Is Credit Suisse taking down the other big banks? Tell me what.
We'll tell you why. Because Credit Suisse has a 150-year history. It's one of the largest investment banks in the world. Bought up first Boston back in the 1980s. So it has an expansive footprint. And I think we're coming off Silicon Valley Bank. So there's maybe some fragility in sentiment. And that's why we're seeing this big move right now in Credit Suisse. I was just listening to the Credit Suisse chairman, who just said that government assistance isn't a topic for the bank, at least not right now. In fact, he said that the liquidity base is strong for the bank, and that's despite the fact that the stock hit a record low. We are sub $2 here across the Atlantic. Meantime, in Switzerland, you're sub 2 Swiss francs, record lows, and credit default swaps, something that we haven't talked about for a long time, since 2008. Credit swaps are insurance against bankruptcy, and that has spiked to almost 1,000 basis points for the 1 year. That's something I haven't seen since maybe 2010 during that European sovereign debt crisis, maybe 2008 when there were concerns. Now, this also means that people are scrambling right now to buy insurance just in case Credit Suisse goes under in a year's time. Now, Credit Suisse, serious trouble here. This morning, the Saudi National Bank said that they will not provide any more financial assistance for the bank.
And then there's this one part that I thought was good. Let's fast forward a few seconds.
Sold off all of their Credit Suisse holdings over the past few months, which also own 10%, sold off all of their Credit Suisse holdings over the past few months. And Credit Suisse, some would say, look at the withdrawals. This could be the next bank run that we're seeing. $100 billion in withdrawals the last 3 months to end 2022. They lost over $8 billion last year. And that, by the way, has wiped out a decade's worth of profits. And they're guiding for another loss in the first 3 months of this year. And I've interviewed.
How wild is that? Did you guys hear that? Friends on TikTok, if you want to hear that clip, please head over to youtube.com/MissTeenCrypto. Listen to that part again. This was crazy.
They lost over $8 billion last year. And that, by the way, has wiped out a decade's worth of profits. And they're guiding for another loss in the first 3 months of this year. And
she said it could cause, this could be another bank run. Credit Suisse. What? That is wild, friends. So 150-year-old bank, Credit Suisse, trading at record lows. People are worrying about their insurance there because there could be another bank run. This bank lost $8 billion last year, losing more money in Q1 of this year and $100 billion in withdrawals. $100 billion in withdrawals. The bank runs are not over. This is the beginning of the end for potentially fiat custody in banks. There has to be another way. And what's the other way? Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. This is why we're here. Absolutely wild. And even on this clip, all of these bank stocks are down. How wild is that? How wild. Nothing is guaranteed. I'm telling you guys, nothing is guaranteed. So again, Credit Suisse shares tank after Saudi backers rule out for further assistance. This was contributed again to their their shares plunging. A new all-time low for the second consecutive day after top investor and BAGEL, Swiss bank, said it would not be able to provide any more cash due to regulatory restrictions. Trading in the bank's plummeting stock was halted several times throughout this morning and fell below 2 Swiss francs, $2.17 for the first time. Not only is Credit Suisse enduring, losing $8 billion last year, losing more money in Q1 of this year, and $100 billion in withdrawals, their stock is also reaching record lows of about $2, and their stock had to be halted several times in the matter of a few hours. Wow. Within 24 hours, the stock had to be halted several times. Wow. You would never think, right? Swiss listed Credit Suisse shares traded 19% lower around 3:45 p.m. London time, around 11:45 Eastern, pairing some of its earlier losses after dropping more than 30% at one point. The share price renewed a broader sell-off among European traders, and again, a lot of people are concerned. People said we cannot go above 10% because it's a regulatory issue. Saudi National Bank Chairman Ammar al-Qudairy told Reuters on Wednesday. However, he added that SNB is happy with the Credit Suisse's transformation plan. Plus, he suggested the bank was unlikely to need extra money. Well, they have a 9.9% stake in the bank as of last year. They were looking into, again, $4.2 billion of capital raising. People are concerned, man. They're saying they're regulated. They have strong capital ratios, very strong balance sheets. We're all hands on deck. So that's not a topic whatsoever. However, what I'm hearing now are rumors. Nothing really that confirmed. They're saying our balance sheet is strong. We don't have to worry. But I saw this. Credit Suisse appeals to Swiss bank for show of support. They appealed to the Swiss National Bank for a public show of support after its shares cratered as much as 30%, sparking a broader sell-off in European and U.S. bank stocks. The request for a reassuring statement about Credit Suisse's financial health came after its shares sank below, again, $2, having earlier been halted amid a heavy sell-off, according to 3 people with knowledge of the talks. Credit Suisse has also asked for a similar response from FINMA, the Swiss regulator, 2 of the people said, but neither institution had yet to intervene publicly. If there was not a problem, then wouldn't these leaders come out and say the bank is strong? Wouldn't they want to promote our banks are strong, our bank is healthy? There's a reason they're not stepping out here, guys. That makes me a little bit nervous. So Credit Suisse, down bad, asking for Swiss regulators to step out and say that they support them. They're asking for the Swiss National Bank to show support for them. No one needs Bitcoin to show support. Bitcoin doesn't need anyone to show its support because people just flow to it. Because people need it. People need Bitcoin. This is why we need Bitcoin. We need Bitcoin. Wow. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. If you guys have any thoughts, throw them in the chat. We got Crypto Cats here. We got Shane. Ector, nice to see you. Flying Tiger. Welcome to the 4th Industrial Revolution. This is the digital revolution, my friend. I've been saying that for a long time. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Olim, nice to see you. Amar, Olim. Okay, wow, we have a lot of people here. Web3 Me, got it. King Alexander, nice to see you. Okay. Crypto Cat, so relieved I got into crypto. Wild times, absolutely wild times, guys. This is what, us in crypto, we've been talking about this for years, man. Like, all this stuff happening with the banks. People said that it would never happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Ace Database, thank you for the cowboy hat and the roses. That's so sweet, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Friends on YouTube, if you want a better experience with this zesty show, head over to youtube.com/MissTeenCrypto. Thank you, fam. If anyone else is here, let me know. I think we got Jay Trader in here. I said hi to Jimmy. Sailing to Crypto, hello. K Rask, nice to see you. Buckle up. Here we go. Absolutely, absolutely. Shane, I don't know if I said hi to you yet, but hi, Shane. Okay, I think I got everyone here. Buck, nice to see you. We're witnessing history right in front of our eyes. In the past 3 years, we've gone through so many historical events. I'm barely 20, and I've gone through all of these historical events. Absolutely wild what I've seen. But I'm happy that crypto is here for me at like the age I'm at, like only 20, and I'm like involved in crypto, and I'm able to like help people, and like we could all help each other, educate everyone on why we need to, again, like be a part of this revolution. Doug R., welcome to the show. Daddy-o, we got to press restart on the financial system. That's exactly what we're doing with Bitcoin, man. Just starting our own way, I guess. Corey, Bitcoin is more bullish than ever. I agree. Anthony Crane, what's up? Nice to see you. Andrew Cameron from Canada. Nice to see you. DJ Johnny. Julio, smash the button like a Krabby Patty. Exactly. Get after it. Ozzy, what's up? Nice to see you. No, I don't think anyone's impersonating you, Ozzy, but welcome to the show. I missed you, fam. Hope you're doing well. Ape Nation, nice to see you as well. Wow. Jesse, thank you so much for the roses. That's so sweet. Appreciate it. Pizzle. Oh, Pizzle, you Pizzle. You're funny. Okay. Let's get after it, friends. We're going to keep going. We have like 70 people watching or something. Please make sure you smash the likes. Do me a favor, por favor. We have a goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. I know we can get there before this is over. Woo! And also, if you have the zesty Bitcoin emoji, throw those in the chat, because I need reassurance out here that you guys are fans of Bitcoin, that you guys are ready for this revolution, that we're not all alone. Okay, I'm just kidding. Banks are trying to step in. Cause a little bit of a ruckus here. We got Morgan Stanley saying Bitcoin isn't trading as a currency, but as a speculative asset. As concerns about the traditional banks following the forced closures in the US, this should be Bitcoin's moment to shine. As the largest cryptocurrency, and private wallets should be protected from counterparty risk, Morgan Stanley said in a research report on Monday. Morgan Stanley notes that Bitcoin was designed as a way for people to hold value in a private digital wallet without the need for an intermediary to store the value for them or enable transactions. In practice, Bitcoin isn't isolated from the traditional banking system, as its price is supported by USD bank liquidity, making it trade as a speculative asset rather than a currency, the report stated. Cryptocurrency prices rose quickly in 2020 to 2021.
Zest appreciation. Hodl and stack relentlessly, friends.
You heard it from Ken's log. Thank you so much, fam. So much love to Ken's log. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much. While the Bitcoin network can operate without bank, Bitcoin's price and therefore its purchasing power continues to be influenced by central bank policy, and it needs banks to facilitate flows into the cryptocurrency market, Morgan Stanley said. So Morgan Stanley, they tried to butter us up a little bit, friends. Put butter, put the toast in the toaster, and then they had the warm butter on the side just to spread it on there. They're like, all right, we got the butter. Let's start to spread. They're like, yeah, we like crypto. Not that they said they liked crypto, but they're like, we understand crypto. We know that, it's a digital wallet and stuff. And then as they spread the butter and you take a bite of the toast, you realize that the butter might be a little expired. It's going to taste a little sour, because then they kind of said, yeah, we understand why Bitcoin's here, but you need the banks to make this all happen, man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They said if Bitcoin had been trading on its core value proposition, the ability to be your own bank, then Bitcoin would have rallied with rising bank uncertainty, the note added. Bitcoin did rally with bank uncertainty. What is this? If this is not like saying Bitcoin being like, I don't care, then I don't know what is. However, they're still here. They're still like causing us a little bit of angst, my friends. Bitcoin, again, they're trying to make it seem like, oh, being your own bank, that's not a real possibility, yada, yada. So Morgan Stanley, again, they gave us a bite of sour butter toast. That's what that article was. And it's FUD. Like Ken's log said in his wonderful $10 super chat, hodl and stack relentlessly. Hodl and stack relentlessly. Because you know what? No matter what, there will be a push back. And we're not going to accept the push. We're not going to be put in a corner. We're not. We're not. I'm happy you guys are chatting in the chat. I'm just looking at what you guys are seeing. Big Right 87, welcome to the show. Dark Shine, hi, nice to see you. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, I think I said hi to everyone. I don't think I'm missing anyone. So Morgan Stanley talking smack out here. Yes, Zach, sour butter toast. It was butter that was expired. That's exactly what happened. Exactly what Web3 mean. No one's putting us in a corner. Not just me, but all of us. Julio, cream cheese on a bagel would suffice. That's exactly what I had for breakfast this morning, and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. If you guys want to see a good, like, a real bagel, then put that in the chat. I'll show you some good bagels. Like, I have some bagels here. Okay. We have some regulation. New York regulators. They're trying to send us a message, or someone's trying to send us a message here. Apparently, Signature Bank, we do know that it wasn't apparent, but we do know for sure that they were a crypto-friendly bank, which kind of put them in a little bit of a tiff with the regulators. New York regulators say signature possession had nothing to do with crypto, but this is despite that Representative Barney Frank's assertion Signature Bank's collapse is due to crypto. So some regulators are saying it was, some are saying it wasn't. The NYDFS opted to hand over control of Signature Bank to the FDIC because of concerns over the bank's business operations and its ability to meet client needs, a spokesperson told Fortune on Tuesday. The comments counter former Rep. Barney Frank's assertions. In a series of interviews on Monday, Frank, who served as a Signature board member, said the bank's struggles began during the FTX-fueled run. The NYDFS targeted Signature in an effort to make its opinions on crypto clear. Frank, who headed the House of Financial Services Committee during the 2008 financial crisis, said. So this is someone, again, that had a lot of power during a time that we were in a crisis. The banks were being bailed out, hence the reason Bitcoin was created. This was the message on the Genesis block. Satoshi was letting us know. But despite New York regulators denying that crypto had any role in Signature's downfall, the current banking crisis would impact the industry overnight oversight and ensuing policy, experts say. Quote, there is a split in terms of who policymakers say is at fault, leading to a growing partisan divide, said Ron Hammond, Director of Government Relations at the Lobbyist Blockchain Association. The fear among those in Congress is that growing partisan push could trickle to other policy priorities of the banking committees that aren't related to the current crisis. Stablecoins in particular come to mind. We know that there have been attacks on stablecoins. BUSD has been attacked and USDC has been depegged, but that wasn't due to like a real attack from the gov. But again, coming after stablecoins, coming after staking, everything. According to Hammond, Congress's agenda got a lot busier, and there's a concern in recent actions that could push stablecoin legislation later in the year, as well as partisan politics seeping into an area that has been bipartisan from day one, he said. So people are saying that it's because of crypto. Others are saying it isn't because of crypto. However, lines up a lot. Optic, thank you so much for your super chat. That's such a cute little emoji you threw in there. I appreciate that. Oh, that's adorable. Still, Signature Bank closing down was something that kind of shook the boots of others. Now, the DOJ is still stepping in to talk about it. Let's get into it. The U.S. DOJ was investigating Signature Bank's work with crypto clients, per Bloomberg. The DOJ in Washington, D.C. and in New York were investigating possible lax monitoring at Signature Bank to prevent money laundering, Bloomberg said Wednesday. The U.S. SEC was also looking at the bank, the People said. New York-based Signature Bank, which has a number of crypto clients, was shut down on March 12th by state regulators, the Federal Reserve announced at the time. The DOJ was watching new accounts and looking for signs of criminal activities and transactions, and spokespeople from the FDIC and DOJ, the Attorney Office in Manhattan, and the SEC declined to speak to Bloomberg about it. So there are investigations going into Signature Bank. But why am I hearing about this? And instead of the CEO and all of these people at Silicon Valley Bank that literally sold $3.6 million worth of shares prior to Silicon Valley Bank's decline. No one's really talking about that, are they? Now, they're saying, the NYDFS, that Signature Bank shutdown was caused by crisis of confidence in leadership. So they were saying, oh, maybe money laundering, looking to see what people are doing, if there was money laundering going on. And then all of a sudden, it's about the leadership. They said Signature Bank was not shut down for crypto-related reasons, but again, rejecting claims that the NYDFS took it over to send an anti-crypto message. They turned it over, again, the NYDFS sent it over to the FDIC, and the move followed Silicon Valley Bank and Silvergate Bank. In its statement on Tuesday, the NYDFS echoed comments from the regulator's head, Superintendent Adrian Harris, who said Monday that the bank's closure was not due to a role in crypto. The decisions made over the weekend were not crypto-related. Signature was a traditional commercial bank with a wide range of activities and customers, including small businesses like food vendors at Hunts Point, residential mortgage banking, commercial real estate, to name a few. DFS has been facilitating well-regulated crypto activities for several years and is a national model for regulating the space. So, man, this is crazy. Quote, I think part of what happened was that regulators wanted to send a very strong anti-crypto message, which is what Frank told CNBC. And again, that Frank was the head of the House of Financial Services Committee during the 2008 financial crisis. I mean, if this guy is speaking out, I wouldn't rule out everything he says, because he did have a big role to play. But take what everyone says with a grain of salt. We do have, again, there was an attack on crypto, an attack on staking, an attack on stable coins. Binance has gotten the brunt of a lot of the FUD that has been happening. CZ Binance has been taking a ton of heat. When FTX originally went down and regulators were supposed to be talking about FTX in the courtroom, they brought up Binance. They tried to come after BNB. They tried to come after BUSD by the issuer, Paxos, sending them a Wells notice, who apparently Circle started that fire. BUSD was ceased. The connection was ceased with Paxos with BUSD, unfortunately, but BUSD is still around and people are flocking to that. So the FUD, again, did not really hurt Binance. Binance has gone through millions, if not billions of dollars worth of withdrawals. Now what's happening is Voyager. Voyager, we do know that they had to file for Chapter 11. Apparently, FTX was going to come save the day and say, hey, Voyager, I got you, fam. We will acquire your assets. We will save the day. Binance, we know what happened with FTX. They said, see you later, fam. Just in time. FTX went down, filed for Chapter 11. We know how that went. SBF and his afro full of secrets and private keys to the hack of FTX, where all the money went. I digress. Voyager still was left in the winds, floating out there. What do we do? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Binance US stepped in and said, we got you. We will buy Voyager and their assets. They were trying to strike a $1 billion deal. Of course, they are trying to stop this. Voyager Binance US's $1 billion deal should be halted, the US government says. The $1 billion deal offered by Binance US to buy assets of bankrupt crypto lender Voyager Digital should be put on hold while key legal objections are ironed out, said the US government in a filing on Tuesday. Do note that they came in to the hearing a few days before and said, we do not want this to happen. We need to look into Binance for US for unregistered securities or something of that matter. The judge basically called them crazy and told them to stop. The move allows an appeal by the U.S. trustee, a branch of the DOJ, responsible for bankruptcy cases, which has concerns the deal would effectively absolve Voyager and its staff from breaches of tax or securities law. Really pulling teeth here. The court cannot tell the government to speak now or forever hold its peace before Voyager and Binance US wed. The filing by U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said, nothing in the bankruptcy code permits courts to exculpate parties from the liability to the government for past and future conduct. Wow. Williams said approval of the deal should be put on hold, or at least those parts that limit the government's ability to enforce the law until appeals are dealt with in a higher court. So again, they're trying to push this back so much. They really don't want Binance to buy Voyager. I could only wonder why, right? It's absolutely wild. Who do we have here now? We got people that came into the stream. Jimmy W, the cool kid, is here. Welcome, Geronimo. Welcome. Gary Gensler. Gary, you want swag? Gary? I'm thinking, like, all right, so I came up with some designs for merch and stuff, but I didn't, like, set up a shop yet and connect it to the YouTubers. Again, that's why I put up the poll. So if you guys want to answer that and let me know the vibe, then let me know. We also have like 80 people watching. We have 82 likes. We could get to 100 on both. Let's do it. Friends. We got it. Yes, hola, Jimmy. Hola. Wild. Speaking of FTX, we mentioned FTX a little bit before. Alameda, still drama there. Alameda linked wallet sent $100 million of stablecoins to trading firms after USDC depeg. I found this really interesting. A wallet linked to the liquidators of Alameda Research Estate sent $100 million in stablecoins to crypto trading firms Cumberland and GSR markets over the weekend. Over $47 million worth of USDC, which fell victim to a depeg amid banking concerns, was sent to GSR markets on Monday, with a further $50.3 million sent to Cumberland across 2 transactions, according to on-chain analysis. 3 other wallets previously linked to FTX and Alameda sent $188.6 million to Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance on Tuesday, according to a blockchain sleuth, Luke On-Chain. I don't know why I read that as Luke On-Chain. Look On-Chain. It remains unclear whether capital is being consolidated in line with bankruptcy proceedings or if it is being deployed to generate a yield. New FTX CEO has been mulling ideas to make creditors whole following FTX's collapse and said everything is on the table. If there is a path forward on that, then we will absolutely not only explore it, we'll do it. John Ray talks a lot of smack. He also makes a lot of money. So he's not in a rush. However, this is millions and millions and millions of dollars being shoved around everywhere, yet us little folks are not getting our money back. Nobody's getting their money back, as it seems right now, which again is still devastating. But I figured I might as well let you know what's going on. We do see that, as the articles have brought up here, USDC depegged over the weekend. Very, very scary, being that a lot of people relied on USDC. It was backed by a lot of big traditional bankers and whatnot. Tether stablecoin dominance hit its highest point in 18 months, and it was actually trading at a premium. An analysis of the stablecoin composition shows the asset is now at its highest point in terms of total market share since July 2021 at 56.4%, having climbed 5.5% about in the last 30 days. There's a large market cap of roughly $73 billion in Tether. So keep that in mind as we read the next article. Russians use Tether to send money to the West, evading sanctions and KYC. Transparency International. The Russian branch of Transparency International, global anti-corruption non-governmental organization, NGO, found at least 8 OTC brokers in Moscow that can sell you tens of thousands of dollars in stablecoins for cash and then exchange it in the UK for pounds sterling, all for cash without KYC paperwork. In findings shared by CoinDesk, Transparency said it focused on the UK because the country has long been a favorite destination for Russian money stashed abroad. That includes Russian firms raising capital investment and Russian oligarchs like Roman Abramovich, parking their savings in elaborate houses and soccer clubs. Moving money between Russia and the rest of the world has become more problematic since the Russian invasion of Ukraine last year. A handful of Russian banks can do currency transfers within the system, but they were actually trying to, again, move money around everywhere. The list does not include the largest banks in the country, and those that still have access to the global system often see their transactions held up for days. So obviously, in Russia, you're seeing banks are not really working. People are not really getting their money. But again, they're trying to buy USDT and being able to move it around that way. Now, again, crypto, it's used for good and used for bad. At the end of the day, we know Russia was looking into Bitcoin. Russia was looking into, I think they passed like a bill or something and acknowledging Bitcoin as money, something like that. But again, Russia was cut off kind of from the rest of the world in terms of finances. So crypto is the only thing that's permissionless. And if you're going to exclude someone, then that's probably the way they're going to do it. But that is the way, that is just something to be brought up. And I don't know, again, if that is FUD for Tether, to try to FUD Tether. I'm not sure. So that's why I'm showing it, because again, Tether has been doing good. People were trying to make Tether kind of the villain of stable coins. Meanwhile, it's again gone through so much, was trading at a premium because of everyone trying to flow to USDT. And now this article comes out today talking about Russians using Tether to send money to the West. Is this an attempt for people? Is this true? Maybe. Most likely if they're writing it. Or is this just to deter people from using USDT? Why so serious? No problem. Happy to be here. Facts from Felix. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Roku. Nice to see you. You couldn't buy the dip on Coinbase because they froze USDC. I know that. I guess they had to, right? Mr. S. Nice to see you as well. Welcome to the show. Oh my gosh, Retro Mike. That's Luna over. So bad. That's so bad. You guys are funny. I'm just reading there the chat a little bit. We have like 89, 90 people here. We have 91 likes. Let's smash these likes. Let's get to 100 likes. We can do it. Digital Fortress Mining. Hey, what's up? Hope I'm having a good day. Well, thank you for that. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the show. Okay, we're gonna get into this. We have some more news. We were actually covering yesterday. Big four Australian banks are issuing stablecoins on Ethereum. They did this, the National Australian Bank. They did a pilot for a stablecoin because they were a little confused on what they should do with CBDCs. However, I think this is holding up for CBDCs. They did this as an ERC20 token, and the only problem I see with that is the obnoxious and egregious gas fees. However, they're big Australian banks entering this. They're seeing it as a way to conduct payment, cross-border, all of this stuff. JP Morgan is involved with this. Singapore's DBS Bank is involved, and a bunch of other foreign exchange transactions were using tokenized deposits as part of a 2022 pilot. And Layer 2, Polygon is going to be used for some of these trades. So Polygon is stepping into the finance system. We do know Polygon was working with other countries on doing tokenized bonds. I think I have that article somewhere. Polygon bonds. Yes. So, yay, I got it. In February, we were talking about this, how there was a euro-denominated bond on the Polygon blockchain from Germany, their third largest publicly traded company by market cap. They issued the first digital bond as it looks to reduce paperwork and reach out to purchasers directly. It was a $64 million bond. So again, we had some banks stepping in. Again, Australia, all about it with their stable coins. Other new news. Australia's Treasury and Reserve Bank held consultations with Coinbase and others. Australia's central bank and Treasury have held private meetings with international crypto industry executives, including Coinbase Vice President of International Policy, Tom Duff Gordon, on the future of digital assets and regulations in the nations. So they have their stablecoins. They have their stablecoin transaction, which I accidentally skipped over. Oh my gosh, thank God I clicked on this. We'll get back. So actually, we'll go with this first. The National Australia Bank makes its first ever cross-border transaction with their stablecoin. The National Australia Bank said it has executed its first ever cross-border stablecoin transferred by major financial institutions on Layer 1 public blockchain. The interbank transfer used the bank's fully backed AUDN stablecoin, which is tied to the Australian dollar. The transaction was conducted on the ETH blockchain and used smart contracts for 7 currencies, according to a statement released on March 14th by the bank. The currencies were Australian, New Zealand, Singapore, and US dollars, as well as euros, Japanese yen, and British pounds, according to the statement released by Fireblocks. The stablecoins were freshly minted as bank liabilities on the ERC20 standard. And like I said, they're using Polygon. The Australian bank partnered with Fireblocks platform and Blockfold professional services and consultations on the consultants on the project. The NAB executive general manager for markets, Drew Bradford, commented, quote, "We believe that the elements of the future finance will be blockchain enabled, and we're already witnessing rapid change in the tokenization market. The stringent governance frameworks we have in place ensures we can support the creation of a safe and reliable digital financial system." Pilot showed the technology's potential to cut transaction time from days to minutes and was part of the NAB's focus on simplifying international bank protocols. Added that it expected to support corporate and institutional clients transacting in digital assets by the end of the year. So their stablecoins, they're moving in on this stuff. But they also, again, are having meetings with Coinbase and other executives in the space. So Tom Duff Gordon, Coinbase's VP of International Policy, he was among those who made a submission about the Treasury's token mapping consultation paper released last month after flying from London. Token mapping is the process of identifying key activities and functions of products in the crypto ecosystem and mapping them against existing regulatory frameworks. The Australian Treasury's token mapping exercise is one of the most detailed and thoughtful papers we have seen on the topic, and it sets a strong foundation for their forthcoming draft rules for crypto exchanges and custodians, which we are keen to see later this year, Gordon told CoinDesk in an email. "It's great to see the industry is able to engage in this open and transparent regulatory rule-making process." The Reserve Bank of Australia and Australia's Treasury didn't immediately respond, but Gordon, along with Coinbase Asia Pacific Manager Director John O'Loughlin, held several meetings with the government and policy stakeholders in Australia, said the Australian, which reported the consultation earlier. From a central bank perspective, they're interested in financial stability and the links between TradFi and crypto, Gordon told the Australian. The Treasury in Australia is more interested and involved in setting the framework, and we believe that the RBA will increasingly get more involved as we move forward. So Coinbase, they had a disclosure to ensure that when customers look at financial info, they're not being misled and that people have the information they need to make informed decisions, which again is something that a lot of governments have said that is bad about crypto exchanges and why you shouldn't transact with them. The UK was putting restrictions certain banks on how much big crypto you can buy. And they said that was the reason that people are being misled. They're being scammed, yada, yada, as if the TradFi system isn't whatever. I'm not going to be stuck on that one. But that's Australia for you. Who joined the channel? Oh my God, why so serious? You became a friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Show off your emojis. Show love for the new member, friends. Throw an emoji or 5 or 6 or 1,000,000 in there. There you go. Show some member emojis. Show those off. Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate my members out here. The Crypto Bull, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Cool. All right, I think I got anyone. Jimmy, if anyone could convert Gensler to MTC, welcome aboard. Gary, we could convert Gary. I think Gary deep down likes crypto. I really do. Jimmy, I got to do a Taco Tuesday pick. I will do one. I will do one soon. I will do one soon. I know I messed up. I'm sorry. Ironol, nice to see you. Broke Oshi, Ola, it's okay. You're not too late. Don't worry. You bet I went to Ulta. I didn't go to Ulta. I promise. Listen, like I told you, like YouTube doesn't even give me the zest. Like they don't give me your tacos. I don't even know when they'd like to give me the tacos. It's whenever they want to send it to me. So I apologize. I should have taken a picture. Nice to see you. I'm gonna shorten your name to because I don't want to like butcher pronouncing that. Matt Lane, nice to see you. Dave Digital, you made it. Yes, you did. Jim M, yes, you made it. We got Armani in the chat. Gary Gensler, kind of consoling me. It's okay to make mistakes, even though I don't know what that feels like. Oh, Gary, you're so in denial, but it's okay. I'll keep you in your denial. You're perfect. B Digi, what's up? Guess what day it is? It's pizza day. Every day is pizza day, man. Kevin, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Balling on a budget, Fab Wednesday, absolutely. Absolutely a fabulous day. What, we have like 95 viewers? We have 119 likes. Whoa! We are popping off right now. Okay. Let's do that, Flat Smack. I know I don't have to worry because you're here. I got you, fam. Stevie B, welcome to the show. Matt Lane, I can't do those shots, Jimmy. I'm not 21 yet. All right. We have 99 people watching. Let's get to a hundo, fam. Let's smash these likes and share the stream out. We were just in Australia. We're heading over to the EU. The politicians over there, they passed the policy on smart contracts deemed impossible to comply with. They wanted to enact a kill switch in smart contracts. 500 lawmakers voted in favor, 23 against, and 110 chose to abstain. Oh no, my light is about to glitch and shut off. I hope that does not happen. One of the major concerns of the new bill is the requirement for smart contracts to be designed so that it can ensure protection of confidentiality of trade secrets, and the requirement that smart contracts could be reset or instructed to stop or be interrupted. This is horrible. This should never happen. People are starting to push back, though. If you take a look
Today
here.
is also the Ides of March, when they did my boy Julius Caesar dirty.
One second, Armani. 1 second, bro. I'm going to look at that again. Give me a second. EU Parliament smart contract plans limit standard setting promise, EU Commissioner says. Controversial EU rules requiring a kill switch for certain smart contracts may limit the vital ability to set standards for the sector, the EU Thierry Breton told reporters on Tuesday. His comments implied that the provisions voted on by lawmakers earlier today that no longer meet the objectives set out in a 2022 Commission legal proposal known as the Data Act. Quote, we need to harmonize basic requirements for these smart contracts to ensure interoperability, legal certainty, and the large scale of deployment, said Breton, the commissioner's lead official responsible for internal market laws, including for the digital sector. When we made this proposal, we intended to mandate standardization organizations to develop these. I'm aware that the Parliament proposed changes to these basic requirements. Notably, these changes may limit the possibility to develop harmonized standards for smart contracts. He's now set to mediate between lawmakers and national governments to hammer out a final law, which aims to be set out exactly how the lawmakers of smart contracts like cars, smart devices like cars and fridges can use the information they gather. The Parliament plans mean anyone offering a smart contract as part of a data sharing agreement to ensure it can be terminated or reset if something goes wrong, arguably that negates the purpose of a smart contract intended to be unalterable and immune from central control. Breton said he still wanted to see them succeed. So again, we're taking kind of an L right here on the smart contract level in the EU. They want, again, us to have a kill switch. We know that's not going to happen. Why? Because this is code and you can't regulate code. You can't stop someone from deploying a smart contract. That's impossible. My light is about to shut off. Give me a second. Let me fix this. All right, I got it. Cool. All right, sorry, fam. Let me just do that real quick. And there we go. Sorry, my light is so glitchy. I gotta get a new one, like ASAP. That maybe some of the tacos. All right. So, fam, I have like something I want to show in a little bit, some foods. But again, we have all of these things going on with stable coins and whatnot. It's a little scary. I'm not going to lie. Hold on. This is so TikTok. They're getting a weird angle right now. We have some news on the front of CBDCs, so make sure to watch out for this. Beep. CBDCs could provide smoother cross-border payments, says Bank of Israel official. We know Israel has been going off lately, but in Tel Aviv FinTech Week 2023, Yoav Sofer, the advisor of the deputy governor at the Bank of Israel, touched on the topic of CBDCs as an efficient cross-border payment option. Talk comes after the BIS concluded its research on the international retail and remittance payments via CBDCs between the central banks of Israel, Norway, and Sweden. This project was Project Icebreaker. We actually have gone over this multiple times on the show before everyone even talked about it, which I'm happy and proud of. Soffer, who was also the project manager for the CBDC program, he said, while domestic payments in Israel have become very easy and convenient and cheap, same is not true for payments outside of the country. Quote, cross-border payments are often perceived to face challenges of high cost, low speed, limited access, and insufficient transparency, according to the Financial Stability Board. He said this would reduce the cost of sending funds internationally, is much more competitive in terms of foreign exchange transactions. Now, we don't need this, but again, we know that Tel Aviv recently, they had their stock exchange closed loop system. It's actually pretty crazy what they proposed. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. There we go. If you guys remember, we were talking about this earlier, like a week or so ago. Tel Aviv Stock Exchange crypto trading proposal is a closed loop program. So basically, it throws the whole ideals of crypto self-custody out the window. They said that you will only be able to deposit and withdraw fiat, not crypto. The crypto itself will be held in custody by a third party. So Tel Aviv, they're trying to push a CBDC and also try to cut off people from investing in cryptocurrency, which is, again, horrifying. And speaking of CBDCs, in the US, man, we had word of ex-Biden advisor said the administration was pushing for a digital dollar. We talked about this at the beginning of the month. They told U.S. senators on that Tuesday that the administration was in an active pursuit of a digital dollar as a means to crowd out private cryptocurrencies that enable ransomware and sanctions violations. So this has been since March 2022, talking about trying to push our government to launch a digital dollar, which people obviously this guy thinks is good. And other people in the administration think is great. Now, we also know that the FedNow program has been in progress for a while now. And the FedNow program, from the federalreserve.gov, they put out something on August 29th saying that the Federal Reserve updates FedNow service timing to mid-2023 marks for beginning of full-scale pilot testing. Now, this was originally supposed to be summer, but I think they want to do it a little bit earlier. Mid-2023, specifically targeting a production rollout of the service in the May to July timeframe. This further defines the previously communicated 2023 launch window for the anticipated instant payment service and comes as the FedNow pilot program prepares to enter technical testing for the service starting in September. So again, this is crazy. A lot of people are participating. More than 120 organizations are participating in the FedNow pilot program. This service will be accessible to financial institutions of any size, helping broaden the reach of instant payments to communities nationwide. That's the point of this, instant payments. They want to make it increasingly important to consumers and businesses and provide the service, but it's going to be after they test it out and with the whole big financial institutions. There was a clip that I did play on the show that I could pull up if you guys want. It was Jerome Powell at the recent meeting, and he was talking about a CBDC and how that was going to be rolled out. Really scary, something none of us want. I don't think I can get. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Engage the Federal Reserve as their fiscal agent. You've testified here many times before that to issue a central bank digital currency, that would have to be authorized by statute by Congress. Is that still your testimony?
That is absolutely the case as it relates to a retail CBDC. There are potential forms of a wholesale CBDC that we need to look at. It's less clear, but we've always been talking about retail CBDC, and that's something we would certainly need congressional approval for.
What would
CBDCs are incoming. CBDCs. No, we don't want it. I won't do it. I'll fight it. I'll fight it till the end. I'll fight it till the end. Armani, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Poor Julius Caesar, man. But thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Man, guys, we are getting after it in this chat. Dave Digital, thank you for the support in my vocals. I hope you guys do like my vocals. I do try, like, oh, you know. Please delete that. I hope that no one shares that. We have BSC News in the chat. What? What's up, dude? I think maybe the collapse of the recent stables seem less insidious to the market. Nah, I don't know. I see where you're coming from with that, but stables, I'd much rather have like a stable coin that's like, I guess, more decentralized than like a CBDC that's absolutely controlled, right? Like a CBDC is a centralized blockchain. Even you're seeing what they're doing in the UK and the EU with smart contracts. They want to have a kill switch, right? So even if they say, oh, your CBDC is permissionless, you can do whatever you want with it, there could be a kill switch there. You know, that literally cuts your stuff. It's going to be a centralized app. You're not going to have self-custody. I'd much rather have a stable coin and use something like, I guess, Tether at this time than use a CBDC by miles, by everything. Board Type Crow, hi, nice to see you. Monday, thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate it. You guys are so funny. We got Swervin. Nice to see you as well. Crypto King. Yeah, exactly. I think they do know what they're doing with CBDCs, but yeah. Oh, BSC. Yeah, I know you're not for CBDCs personally. I get what you're saying, though. 100%, Tom. I got you, fam. They do have the kill switch, 100%. You know what? You are right, Dave Digital. You are 100% right. And I know, like, people don't like to talk about the Andrew guy, you know? But the way he got canceled was... And the way he described it was just things going off one at a time. His Gmail, Uber, his banks, his emails, everything just got canceled. So there is a kill switch there. And these are multiple different platforms. This is Google. This is Uber. This is like multiple different people, like Instagram, like Twitter. Everything got wrecked. Everything got wrecked. Now he's back on Twitter, but that's because of Elon. But yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. They do have the kill switch. Absolutely nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. The Razorback, you're new, happy to be here. Well, I'm happy you're here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Daily Zest. I hope you're doing well today. Listen, fam, I do admit, I will admit to you guys, I get spicy. I get spicy when it comes to CBDCs, when it comes to all of the FUD. I will not do it. I will not participate in that. I love Bitcoin and cryptocurrency because it is permissionless, because it's trustless. You don't need to trust the bank to hold your money. You won't have to rely on yourself to sit outside of a bank during a bank run trying to get your cash out. I get spicy on the subject because it's not fair. These executives at Silicon Valley Bank, they cashed out over $3 million in stock. While there are families that literally had no access to their money for days. And even now with this bailout, how many times can banks get bailed out? Families are on the line. People putting food on their table is on the line because of these banks collapsing. Because of the impending doom of CBDCs. And that is why we're in Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin is the answer. Bitcoin is permissionless. Bitcoin is trustless. Bitcoin is decentralized, not run by one centralized entity, but the entire world. People are flocking to Bitcoin now because they don't know where to put their money. Do you keep your fiat in the bank? Do you keep your dollars in the bank? Do you line up outside and withdraw that cash and put it under your mattress with the risk of someone breaking in your house? Or do you buy Bitcoin? And it's not even buying it. You're just swapping. You're doing a money conversion of US dollars or your fiat currency to a digital currency. All it is a currency exchange. Or you exchange your currency for a permissionless currency, a decentralized currency that you are in control of. That is why we're here. For nothing else. Nothing else. I need a bagel. I'm stressed out. I need a bagel. I'm stressed out. John Foster, thank you for your encouragement. So I got word, actually, that a lot of you guys have never had a bagel, and I think that's wild. So, guys, come on, let's get those 5 likes. Jimmy said to get 5 likes. I don't know why, but Jimmy said it, so you have to do it because he's a cool kid. This is a beautiful bagel. TikTok, do you guys like this? Frank Rizzo said he needs a bagel. This one's for you. Hope you like it. Look at this. This is so good. It's so yummies. Like, it's amazing. This is why I live in New York. It is shiny like Bitcoin. It has a nice shine to it. Don't you think? Like, it smells so yummy. Like, I had one with cream cheese this morning. So awesome, man. Guys, we have one more like till we hit 150. Let's do it, man. I can't believe we have 150 likes. That's like actually wild. You guys are amazing. One more. You guys got it. One more like. We can do it. But yeah, these bagels are amazing. And honestly, guys, oh, we have 150 likes. Jimmy, you'll give me 10 sats for a bagel? Man, bagels went up a lot. I think bagels are like at least $1 a bagel now, maybe more, $1.25 a bagel. Oh, Jimmy, we got 152. Bo Rabbit, welcome to the show. If you owned a bagel shop, you'd make a Bitcoin bagel. I would love a Bitcoin-shaped bagel. Listen, if you go to the bagel shop that I get my bagels at, you will see, like, my cards in there. Oh, thank you, Miss Crypto, for the cap. I appreciate it. I love those. Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. I would have done a little, like... But, yeah. Oh, wow, we have 156 likes? Dude. Wow, we mooned. That's crazy. Jet Lee Life. Hello, welcome. Swervin, here in Montreal, you're known for the bagels. Is that true? Jimmy? What did you just do? I don't know why it's not popping up here. Oh, it did.
I better see a pile of tacos on Twitter.
Jimmy, okay. Thank you for your $100 super chat. 1. And 2, I will work on getting a taco. Because ever since you brought it up, I am craving it. Would you be mad if it was a Korean barbecue taco? If you would not be upset with that, I would get the Korean barbecue taco. I love Korean barbecue tacos. There's also another one. I think it's like they call it, like, at the place I go to, a California taco. Oh, it's so fire. Wow, thank you so much. Ah, that's awesome. I am so happy right now. That is so dope. That is dope. Bagels for Jimmy, even though he wants me to eat a taco. But... not just a pile of tacos, not one. You don't have to eat them all. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. A pile of tacos. That's okay. Listen, man. When I get the beans from YouTube, I'll go for a taco. Or before that. I don't know if I could wait now because I'm like literally craving it. But thank you so much. Ken's Log, I feel like we all owe Jimmy a taco picture. It's facts. I think we all... imagine we had a crypto meetup. Let me ask you guys a question. Ruby FX, welcome to the show. Crypto Bull, homemade guac with taco is money. Oh, I love guac. Like fresh ones too, we taste the fresh avocado. Oh, that's everything. Let me ask you. I don't know if you guys are near New York or whatever it may be, but if I happened to do a meetup, would you guys attend? And I've been chatting, I've been chatting with people and like, I've been, places around, and like possibly looking into something like that. But if I did a meetup, would you guys attend it? Would you guys come out to New York? Or, if you guys are here, let me know. It would be very interesting to do that. I would like to do something like that. Maybe one day do a meetup. I've been kind of thinking about, how to go about it. But again, if you guys have any ideas, if you guys want to do, if you guys would be willing to come, then let me know. Broke Oshi. Aw, come on. It's okay. Jimmy, you need to coordinate with other streamers. You'll get a good turnout. I mean, yeah, I just don't know that many streamers that are from New York. I do know a few, but not that many. BSC News, you would come. Dave Digital, you would help me invite the Candle Mafia. Go off, Dave. Go off, Dave. Armani, you're in Philly, so New York is a couple hours away. Armani, oh my gosh, if I get to meet you, Armani, I'd be a happy gal. I'd be a happy gal. It's long awaited. All right, so you guys, yeah, like pizza day ? In the chat. So what if there was like something related to that? You know, I don't know. No, Jimmy, stop. Jimmy, it's not about that. It's about like it's a crypto meetup. It's a Bitcoin love affair. Futures on TikTok. Go to the existing meetups in New York. I really don't know that many in New York. I mean, listen, guys. If you guys are, it seems like you guys would come. Chump change if he came. Where's Chump based? I don't know if he's lingering right now. Sometimes he lurks. Is he far from New York? Listen, if I was able to like do something in Miami where more people were, I would, but I'm not there. So, you know, I think New York is really spicy, and I think I've seen a lot of people like pop out to meetings and meetups out here. Okay. All right, I see you guys. Antonio, welcome to the stream. All right, I got my opinions here. You'll be in New York the first week of June, Jimmy? Is that what you said? Is that what you were talking about? Okay. Ozzy, organizing visas from Australia is a bit difficult, so need notice. You would come. Okay. Oh, Paul Baker, thank you for your $2 super chat. That's so sweet. I like the little gif you put, the little hey you. That's adorable. That's adorable. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sauerkraut, which bank stock should I buy? Honestly, all of them are dumping, so I couldn't tell you any of that. Antonio, you want MTC beanies. Okay, so you guys want the swag. 89% of you guys, you said you want swag. Okay. All right, that sounds good. All right. Chump was out with his family. He didn't abandon anyone. Listen, fam, thank you guys so much for coming. Again, we are going off in crypto. There is a lot of push for a CBDC, a digital dollar. And that is happening. This is coming. So guys, please be your own bank. I will not say it again. Actually, I will. I will say it every day. I'm lying. I would say it every day. I'm never not going to say that again. Be your own bank. This is absolutely ridiculous. Don't give up your freedoms for convenience. Do not give up your private keys. Do not give up your private keys and attach them to a centralized entity so you can do automatic payments, account abstraction. Don't do it. Be your own bank. Have your own keys. Sign your own transactions. Don't sit outside these banks like you're at Black Friday at Best Buy trying to get the new flat screen TV. Trying to get your money out of the banks. Do not rely on anybody else. Rely on yourself. I will say it every single day until I'm wrinkly. Until I'm old and wrinkly. I don't care. I will say it every single day. Be your own bank. Believe in yourself, because that's what this all comes down to. Doing your own research. Sticking in your convictions, because the news, all these mainstream outlets, the governments all around the world, they will say Bitcoin is terrible. You should not be involved in cryptocurrency. It's risky. Meanwhile, bank stocks are crashing. Banks are closing. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing can be predicted. What is guaranteed is your protection of your cryptocurrency if you store it the right way in your wallet and you have those private keys. Don't rely on anybody else but yourself. Guys, I'm getting spicy. I'll be back tomorrow, and I just can't, guys. CBDCs, I'm not doing it. Bitcoin, that's what we're doing, and this is what we're here for. Stay zesty, guys.